Hello. It's 6 p.m. Roll call. Thank you. You want to do it?
That'd be great.
Yes, Member Thomas.
She's absent, but she'll be with us by phone in closed session.
Awesome. And then Member Wynn?
Here.
Member President Rodriguez?
Here.
Member Crawford? And Member Preciado?
Here. Excellent. Thank you, Assistant Superintendent of Special Services, or Ed Services, Dr. Celeste Hilberg. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, approval of the agenda. I need a motion and a second, please. Member Preciado,
I'll second.
Member Crocker. Okay. Okay, want to do it by hand, or is everybody
Still
hooked in?
machine.
Okay. Okay, please vote. Okay, Member Thomas is absent.
No student.
Okay. Okay, motion passes, 4 ayes. No student yet, and Member Thomas is absent. Okay. Before we go to closed session, this is the time when we allow the community or the public to comment on any items under closed session. The items are public employee discipline, dismissal, or release, public employee appointment or employment, assistant principal, Newark Junior High, assistant principal, Newark Memorial High School, conference with legal counsel regarding anticipated litigation, initiation of litigation, GC 54956.9, one case, and conference with legal counsel regarding assisting litigation, same GC, Newark Unified School District versus Brazil et al. And then we also have a expulsion case number E1516-19. Would anybody like to comment on any of these items that we're going to be discussing in closed session? Seeing none, we go to closed session at 6:02. Approval of agenda. About 7. So what I'd like to do is do the Pledge of Allegiance first before I report out on closed session items. So do you join me? Do we have a young man that would like to help us with the pledge? You want to help us with the pledge?
Just scream it out from there.
Just scream out. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is a short meeting tonight. We normally have maybe one board meeting in August before school starts, but this is important, and this is something that staff asked for, so here we are. So let me clear and close. So reporting out of closed session, out of closed session, we had the 4 board members that are here in closed session, our superintendent and our superintendent's council. Member Thomas, who's up in Anchorage, Alaska, joined us by phone, conference call, but she won't be with us during open session. So the first thing we talked about was public employee discipline, dismissal or release. The Board of Education voted to accept the resignation by a classified employee. The votes were, the motion was made by Member Nguyen, seconded by Member Preciado, and the board voted 5 ayes to accept the resignation of the classified employee. Next, we have public employment. So Superintendent Sanchez with Assistant Superintendent of HR Salinas brought us up to date on the openings for vice principal at the junior high school and the 2 openings for AP, assistant principal, vice principal at the high school. Next, we had conference with legal counsel, and there were 2 litigations, and Superintendent Sanchez and CFO Richards brought us up to date on both those litigation issues. We then discussed expulsion case number E15-19, and then we'll vote on that later on in open session. Okay. Recognitions and celebrations is next. Superintendent Sanchez.
Should we have them introduce item?
We haven't voted
Okay,
on
at
it
the
yet.
end. Got it.
I mean, unless the board wants to.
We already approved the agenda.
Yeah, we're ready, so we're good. Okay, Superintendent Sanchez.
Thank you, President Rodriguez, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I'm going to ask Joanne Hong to step forward, and we got something to share. And we have some of our Newark Memorial students here. So, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well, Superintendent Sanchez asked if we could come and kind of tell what we do. I am the music director at Newark Memorial High School. And what I really liked about what the superintendent said was that he wanted to start every meeting with students, because that's what we are about. And so we get our minutes of fame right now for them to tell you what the music program means to them and the kinds of things that we do.
Don't be bashful.
And if you guys could tell us your name and grade level.
So this is just some things that show what we do in the community and for Newark Memorial High School in that way. You can see how we represent Newark to the community and to other places.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony, perfect harmony. Hi, my name's Juno. I'm an incoming sophomore at Newark Memorial, and I'm a proud member of the music department, the advanced choir at my high school. Every summer we have this thing called choir camp, and it's basically for incoming freshmen and for returning advanced choir members to come at the high school and meet up with the choir, and we learn songs, we learn the fundamentals of singing, and we bond with new members. And as an incoming freshman, I felt like that was really important for me, because high school was a new environment and it was a big scary place for a little girl like me. And I met wonderful people. I met my choir members, I met the band, and I really met a family at Newark Memorial, and I felt like I belonged. So, thank you.
Good.
Hi, my name is Sheridan Liao, and I am an incoming junior at Newark Memorial, and this will be my 3rd year in choir. And being in choir is such a significant and amazing experience. It has a huge impact on all of us, and we really just all learn something out of it, and we're thankful for that. And we work hard throughout the year to accomplish our goals, and one of our goals every year is to perform well at our local competition or far. We travel sometimes. And this past spring, we had the chance to travel to Nashville, Tennessee, and it was really an eye-opening experience. We got to learn about the different music and the different culture, and it was just really eye-opening. And it does take a lot of work and fundraising to travel out of the state and compete, but it really is worth it. And I feel like being in choir does take some work and time, but it is worth it for all of us. So thank you.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle Poma. I am an incoming senior. This will be my 4th year in choir and my 2nd year as president of the Choraleers. I can honestly say that in my time in high school, I have never met a group of students who work as hard as the Choraleers do and who do so together. They know how moving and beautiful the final product of our work is, and they know that to get there, they can only do so together, and if they trust each other on not only a performance level, but a personal level as well. And along those same lines, you'll never meet a group of students who are as committed to helping a program grow. And that goes for not only the Choraleers, but the other 2 choirs and the band as well. In last year, the band went to Seattle, and this year the band and the Choraleers went to Nashville together. But up until then, no one in the music department had gone to anywhere but Disneyland, and I think that's a testament to how hard the students work. And they put in hours not only for rehearsal outside of school, but also to do fundraisers. And I think it's a privilege to be a part of a group that has so much passion for not only performing and the arts, but also for each other. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't go away.
Hold on,
Don't
hold
go
on.
away.
Actually, I have something else planned. I'd like for all the board, would you guys come join us in front of the dais? And I'd like the board to step down. We're going to take a photo with these folks. You too, Joanne. Cabinet as well. Come on, guys. Get to shake your hand. We'll take a picture. There you go. Ellen, can you help? You take a picture. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you. Okay, we get prom style. Let's get a picture here. Come on. All right, we'll take it together. 1, 2, 3, and smile.
How about singing?
Great. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks for short noticing. You guys did your first photo on the wall thing.
Don't go away. The board might like to say something.
President Rodriguez and members of the board, ladies and gentlemen, our rocketry program will be pushed to probably the next agenda. Unfortunately, they have something he's got to take care of this evening, but we will see him soon on an agenda, and there's some exciting things he'll be sharing with us. But I thought it's a little bit of a new tradition that I wanted to start, and just, as I said, begin to fill the wall again with success and what's going right in Newark. And I love the messaging. I love the passion you guys have for singing. And I know it's hard work, but I do want to, before I close, go back to the next agenda. Thank you, Ms. Hong, for your leadership. That doesn't happen on accident. And I know that you're over there quiet directing things, but those kids are there for you and you're there for them. So thank you for your leadership. At this time, that concludes recognition celebrations. President Rodriguez, if there's any comments or.
Thank you. Board, do you have, I have one I wanted to, anybody else before I go?
Sure, what, sure.
Okay. Oh, Member Crocker, sorry.
I just want to say that I was in choir in high school, And I know the feeling that you have when you have a big group of people and you're providing music. It's an experience that is just total body experience, and it's a wonderful thing. And it's the kind of experience that we're hoping that all kids in our high schools and our junior highs have some way. It doesn't have to be in choir, it can be in athletics or whatever it is, that feeling of family and acceptance, and it's wonderful. And I want to thank Ms. Hong for all the work that she does. I have seen, I don't know how many performances that you have done for public things within the city of Newark, and I always feel so proud. So thank you very much. We enjoy it. I did. I came for a ukulele lunch, and I had never heard a bunch of ukuleles together, and it was terrible, but it was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
Number one.
You know, I think a dozen years ago we had a exceptional choir program under Miss Lassett. I don't know if anyone in the room really recalls those days, and I'm glad to see that that tradition of excellence has continued with Ms. Hong and whatnot. So awesome job.
Thank you. Member Purcell.
Just want to say thank you for the great work that you're doing. Appreciate it.
I just have, Joanne, you've been great. A few years ago, when had budget cuts, it seems like the music program is always one of the cuts that happens. And we've managed to keep our band together in the choir. And I know you do different performances with the city and different areas, and you guys are great. And thank you for keeping this going for us. And it's just great being able to teach music and use music as a way to reach kids is by far one of the most wonderful things I think we do in our classes. And you got an excellent group of students, and we will support you in every way we can. And thank you for helping us keep our band and choir program together. And you guys, you take care of your teacher, okay? Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you. Hang around for a minute because we want to introduce you to our new vice principals. So, Superintendent, did you want to add anything?
No, that concludes that portion. I think I'm coming up next anyway.
Okay, thank you. Right now, we're going to go to public comment on none.
Superintendent's report.
I'm sorry?
Superintendent's report.
Oh, did you want to make a superintendent's report?
At this time, no, I have some communication.
Okay,
for
no, go
later.
ahead.
I think I only, I have sent you guys some of the information on the feasibility study from the city. I had a great conversation with Mayor Nagy and began just having a conversation about how can we have a larger, more defined written intergovernmental agreement, or MOU, between the city and our district. And just happy to report that we're starting to talk about that, and hopefully we can get some things in writing and get some agreements between the city and building that partnership. So I had a great conversation with him. Just want to report that, and I think I'm going to hold the other items for communication. Otherwise, we are also starting to, well, I guess formally I want to thank our public and our principals. We're starting the year, and I thank everyone for their patience in advance. We do have a lot of construction going on all over the district, and I do ask the audience and people in the community, please give us some time. We're trying to get the buildings done as quickly as possible, but we know it's challenging starting a new year out and being able to get into a building, and sometimes it's hard when there's construction going on, so please be patient. We're trying to get it done as quickly as possible to start school on time. And I think the last item on my report would just be really hearing a lot of pride in Newark. A lot of ingredients are right, and getting excited for some upcoming events. And you'll hear more in the coming weeks, and we're starting with administrators next week, and we'll be having an all-employee meeting the 22nd of August, and we'll have some fun there, and there'll be some students there too. So that's all I have in my report, and I'll hold the other communication pieces for later.
Thank you, Superintendent. I've had the pleasure to spend a lot of time with Superintendent Sanchez during the transition and during his first month, And he's a workaholic, which on the board, that's what you're hoping, as long as you don't overdo yourself. And but this is, if you don't mind adding to your report, Superintendent, it's introducing our Assistant Superintendent of HR
Yes.
before we go
Very
into
good.
consent, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
happy to, and I'm sorry I overlooked that. I was gonna, embarrass her later. But I'd like to welcome Letitia Salinas, who comes to us from Hayward Unified School District. Letitia has been a longtime public educator, has worn many hats, and has agreed to come be part of our team. We're lucky to have her. And just to see someone, it's always good to have somebody with HR experience, but also educator experience, which I think is valuable. Every hire we make is $1 million decision. But any comments you want to make, Letitia, but certainly welcome. How about a round of applause first? HR doesn't get that a lot later on, but
I don't. So thank you. I think it's been a wonderful welcome. As I'm getting to know all of the community members, I'm very lucky to be here. So thank you.
Thank you. We're glad to have you. Thank you for being here. Okay, with that, we go to public comment on non-agenda items. Superintendent, Mr. Nguyen, did anybody fill out a form?
No.
Okay, so seeing no forms filled out, we'll move to the consent agenda, and the first, it's A, personnel items. No, I don't see that on mine.
That's after consent.
After consent, okay. Okay, that's okay. So we have personnel items, need a motion and a second on item, well, do you want to go to A1 first and then go to A2 and then A3, if that's okay? So we have A1, we need a motion and a second.
Move acceptance.
Member Crocker moves,
Second.
Member Nguyen seconds. Member Thomas is absent, and the student member doesn't vote during the A items, personnel. Okay, motion passes 4 ayes, and again, Member Thomas is absent. Okay. Now we have A2, appointment of Assistant Principal, Newark Junior High. The Board of Education would consider approval of the appointment of Assistant Principal for Newark Junior High School. Need a
Move to
motion and a second.
I'll second.
Okay, Member Nguyen motions?
Yeah.
Member Piusal seconds. Okay, please vote. Motion passes 4 ayes. Now we move to item A3, which is the appointment of Assistant Principal for Newark Memorial High School,
Move to approve.
and we have 2.
I'll
Member
second.
Nguyen moves, Member Piusal seconds. Motion passes 4 ayes. Okay, Superintendent, this is for your time to
A2.
introduce.
I'd like to introduce for Newark Junior High is the first one we're doing, correct?
Yes.
Dana Sideth. Dana, if you'd like to step to the podium. Dana comes to us from West Contra Costa Unified. Prior to that, Oakland Unified.
Yes, sir.
And we've heard great things about you. I didn't get to formally meet you until tonight, but welcome to Newark Unified. And if you want to have any brief comments, now's your opportunity.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity to be a part of the Newark community. I live about 15 minutes away and did not realize how rich this community was until I started driving through for my meetings. And I'm just really excited about the new school year and looking forward to working with each and every one of you and looking forward to Newark Junior High School. Thank you.
Welcome.
Did they tell you that you're going to have to start your own choir or band program at the junior high?
If you let my husband help me, he's an awesome singer, but yeah, hey, no problem.
Welcome to Newark.
All right.
And since you mentioned, who's with you this evening?
My husband, Charles, Seven.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to Newark.
Okay, thank
We're
you
looking
again.
forward. Superintendent?
Now I'll introduce A3.
Yeah.
Let's see, we'll start with introducing Barbara Meir. Barbara, would you step to the podium? Did I pronounce your name correctly? Meyer. Okay. I'm a second language learner. It takes me a while sometimes. Barbara comes to us from ML King Middle School in Hayward. Has a real strong background in instruction as well as second language learners. And I think that we're really lucky to have someone like her that actually loves high school, which is important. Welcome to Newark, and now's your chance to have a few comments. And if anyone's with you this evening, please introduce them.
Okay. No one is with me.
Well, you got your team.
But I got everybody here with me. I'm thrilled to be here, and I do love high school, and I'm just so excited about the next school year, and I feel like this work that we do together is just some of the most important work in the world. So thank you for your vote of confidence in me. I'll do everything to justify that this year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Was that it, or do we have one more? I think we have one more.
I think we have one more.
Ellie, would you please step to the podium?
Poor Ellie.
Ellie Wasser, one of our internal candidates. You know, I'm really glad that we've been able to offer you the position. I'm glad you've accepted. But I'm more glad that we're beginning to move in the direction of growing our own. And that's something we're going to continue and deepen. I know it's something that was interesting from the board perspective to be able to promote and develop even more from inside Newark. And you know, you were from here and you're committed, and I really am glad you're here. And I think that you have big challenges ahead. And I think your team is on the right track, but I'm glad you're here with us. And now's your chance to be brief, say what you want to say, and certainly introduce everyone with you. I see we have some people that helped with the pledge and everything, so.
Well, I'm very happy to be here. Super excited about the coming school year. Those who know me know that I bleed blue and gold, so I'm ready to dedicate myself this year for another excellent school year. And my wife Emery is here, and my two sons, Everin and Ezric, and it's Ezric's 5th birthday today.
Oh. All right. Happy birthday. Go ahead.
I just want to say it's great to have a fellow Schilling alum as well, and because Mr. Wasser and I served on a Schilling alum panel.
There you go, Schilling Stallions.
You know, I can't let that go because I'm going to make a connection because I taught Emery, her wife, and she was on my badminton team back in the day, right? Number one doubles for Newark Memorial.
Wow. Okay. Jan, would you at least stay up for a while?
Oh, no, I'm delighted that we have a homegrown person that's gone through the system and is bringing it back. And I think you have a perspective that's unique, and that's really important to have. And I'm just delighted. I'm looking forward to lots of fun things happening this year.
And I've known Ellie since he was about 5 years old. And I know he's grown up, but his family was very, very supportive of when I first ran for the school board back in 1994. And I can't be, I'm so excited that you decided to accept the position. I know Ms. Wirt is here, and she's looking forward to working with you and Ms. Myers. And we're happy to have you, and we're looking forward to a great year for Newark Memorial High School. Anybody else? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wasser. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Okay, with that, we move to the B, consent item Bs. We have B1, June 2016 warrant report, and B2, the Valenzuela Williams Uniform Complaint Quarterly Report. Need a motion and a second?
Move to approve.
Does anybody in the community or in the audience want to pull B1 or B2? Anybody on the board? Okay, need a motion and a second, please.
I move.
Member Nguyen moves.
I'll second.
Okay. Member Crocker seconds. Please vote. Motion passes 4 ayes, and Member Thomas is absent. Any board member comments on any consent agenda items? Okay, seeing none. Employee organizations. Do we have anyone from CSEA? NTA?
No.
Or NUMA? Seeing none, we got a new business. Superintendent, this one, you wanted to bring forward select date for board retreat?
Yes, I'd like to get a few options for board retreats. I'm thinking something in the latter part of August. Third week of August or fourth week of August is, we're able to, I would ideally like to pull 2 days back to back if possible. It could be a Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday. I know, many of you have outside commitments, and I don't have to have a date tonight, but the sooner I can get your choice A dates and choice B dates, if I get something to you from you by Friday, I can start working with facilitators to begin mapping that date. But if you guys want to give me some dates, I'd be happy to take them.
No, we're opening it up for discussion, Member Crocker.
The 22nd is out because that's management. How long, when are you available from that week, from the last week and a half or the last 2 weeks? When are you available? Because there are things that are happening.
I could make any day, but the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 29th, 30, 31, those days all are open for me.
Okay. The 24th is out for me. I
Okay.
can't change that. Other than that, anything is fine.
Member Purcell?
So for me, it'd have to be on a weekend, and I couldn't do 2 back-to-back because of work commitments. I
Okay.
could do, at least for August. Maybe in September I could, but for August because, I can do the 13th, the 27th, or the 28th.
Is there 2 days in September that might work?
Yeah, there probably could be. I would just have to, I don't know if you wanted to do it in August or I know you wanted it in August, so that's why.
What's important is that we're all there. That's more important than we do it sooner.
Well, it seems like I'm available, so the 27th seems to be, Member Nguyen, how's it look for you?
As far as,
We could do 2 1-days that are separate too.
Yeah.
If that helps you.
And
I can do that for sure. That's for,
Okay,
And
so
we
let's
can-
start with 1 date and then we'll build from there.
and if we can, and preferably on a weekend.
Okay.
On maybe 2 Saturdays, or if we have to do it consecutively, Saturday, Sunday.
let's-
But essentially, that's kind of my only parameter is I prefer it. I mean, if push comes to shove, if 4 of you can do it on a weekday, then I'll try and make it happen. But my
27th?
preference is on a weekend.
So is that
Let's
okay?
hold the 27th and I'll try.
27th, yeah, 27th
we
looks good.
can-
And 1 more date in September if you want.
I'm going out of town the second week, and Newark Days is the third week, and so that would be,
Probably the last week then.
and the first week is Labor Day, I think.
Right.
So my feeling is that we should do, if we can do it 2 Saturdays in August, if there's continuity that we're looking for, doing 2 in a row. Not sure if that would be, because I'm available from the 13th, the 20th, the 27th.
I'm out of town on the 20th.
Yeah, I like the 27th and maybe looking at September.
Could you do, if you do ahead of time, could you do like maybe the Friday in September, then do a kind of a combination, if you have enough time to plan ahead?
Yeah.
For like,
How about the last Saturday? What's
It'd
the
have to
last
be-
Saturday in September?
well, like a Friday the 9th or the Friday the 16th of
I'll be out
September?
of town the 9th.
16, 17, there's no good for me.
How about
Okay.
the last Friday, the last weekend in September? What is
Or
it?
the
So,
2nd
What-
maybe?
Or maybe I'm trying to think maybe because
But he may not be available as well, so
Right.
so what if if we can all agree on the 27th,
Yeah,
can
okay.
we set the date then on the 27th for September?
For sure.
Yeah, sure.
Or is that or if you want a more
Yeah.
commitment, maybe I can.
No, that's okay. I think I'll take it.
September what?
27th, it's a
That would be a-
Tuesday?
No,
Wait,
I
wait,
think
no,
you're talking
you mean
about August
August.
27th.
August
Yeah,
27th, yes.
August 27th.
We have that, yeah.
Yeah, we've got that for sure.
Or if you want to date, because then we'd have to figure, because member Thomas isn't here. I don't know what her.
I think
So-
she probably will be available. I think
Okay.
she's not.
And
We
we may,
settle on that and then we can look at the other date, maybe.
yeah, well, that gets me started.
Right.
Right.
Let me get me started.
I
Thank
will be
you.
gone the 10th and 17th. in
Okay.
September.
And then everybody knows that the board retreat has to be in Newark.
Yes.
And, we've done it before at the Marriott, you know.
I have an idea.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
That's free.
Work that out.
That's even better.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the next one is select date for
So do
workplace.
we have to move? There's a action item there, so I don't know.
Yeah, we can do that.
I,
since
just, I don't
it's
know
not
if
for
I
action.
don't know if it has to or.
No, I mean, we have it for action, so if you want to make a motion on the 27th, that'd be great.
I would, well, I'd prefer to wait till we have
Member
Nancy
Thomas?
weigh in, and then we can take action, just because if she can't make it, then
Right.
I really
So
want
we're gonna-
everyone to be there.
Right.
Bring it back next.
Yeah, I'll bring it
next
back.
meeting?
I'll bring it
Okay,
back.
Okay. Good. Okay, the next one is item B, select date for workplace of the future training at Cisco, San Francisco. Superintendent Sanchez.
Yes, I'm looking for some dates in that mid to later part of the month in September. The Cisco visit is to go as a field trip for the board, to take a field trip to see what the workplace of the future looks like at Cisco Networking in San
That's
Francisco.
during the week then, right?
It would be during the week. It would be just maybe a couple of hours in the afternoon. And they were asking for a couple of dates. Let me pull the week up here. I would say after the 13th of September, sometime after that,
We'll
that
be
might
gone
work
until
for
the
the board.
15th.
Oh, so let's say the 20th through, even the 19th through the end of the month. Any of those dates will work. If
We
you
have a
just-
board meeting on the 20th.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's,
But we can go and come back. It's just to San Francisco. It'll be about a 2-hour visit. So if that's
Okay.
workable,
What's your, because you've got, that's during, you know.
it's during school though.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll figure something out.
If there's I can schedule either morning or afternoon, whatever makes it easier.
Mhm.
So let me know.
I'm completely open.
This
so-
is not going to be a board meeting.
It's
This
a-
is
it's
a
a-
training.
Yeah.
And Mr. Richards was, can you comment on that, Mr. Richards, if you don't mind? Because we did talk about that. If over 3 board members go, if it's, can you, if you don't mind?
Yeah, if the board members are attending a training and getting information and they're not having discussion or voting on anything, then the entire board can go to a training session, just like when several of the board members have come to school services when we get the budget update, et cetera.
Right, okay, thank you.
But I would also open it, I have a few additional slots. If anyone from the community would like to go, they just contact me and they're welcome to come.
Right.
I just have limited spots.
So for those of you in your community, this is open not only to board, it is also open to the community members,
Yeah,
right?
it's limited access. I could take about 3 or 4 other people with me.
Okay, I'm sorry, Member Crocker.
I was just going to say that if there's anyone that's running for the board positions, since there's going to be election in November, I would think they would have first chance. Anyone that is,
That'd be great.
that
Yeah.
is, put their name in.
So are we selling in on the 20th then? Is that what-
20th?
Is that what I'm hearing?
September?
It's a board
It's okay
meeting.
with me.
I can't.
What time are we looking at?
You guys tell me, and I'll try to make
Preferably
it either
afternoon.
morning or afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Afternoon's
wait,
better
if
for
we've
you.
got a board meeting that day, I don't think we want to do it on the 20th.
No, we don't want to drive back in the afternoon,
Oh,
unless you did it in the morning.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think staying away from board days is a good
I
plan.
think we never know what's going to happen that day.
right.
So I think. that-
21st, 22nd.
The next
Let
day?
me have 2 days and let's see what I can do, and then I'll come back with it.
Sure.
Could I
Wednesdays or
try for
Thursdays? Would
the
be
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday?
Either Wednesday.
perhaps?
Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday.
I got to reach out to them, see if it's available.
How are you doing in terms of?
Member Purcell, what do you think? That would be the
so-
21st, 22nd,
In the afternoon.
right? in the
So
afternoon.
22nd.
28th and 29th.
The 22nd works. The 21st, would we do it earlier? I'd have to, yeah, I have a late meeting.
So
That
maybe midday on 21st?
yeah, as long as, how long is the session?
2 hours or less.
Yeah, so I'd have to be back in the South Bay by 4.
Okay. So if we finish by 2,
Okay,
you should
is
be
the
okay.
22nd better for you?
Yeah, the 22nd I have it all.
Because that 22nd is good for me.
Either way, it'll be in the afternoon.
Yeah.
How about you? Member Crocker?
22nd.
The 22nd I can rearrange.
Let's work on the 22nd.
So we're good.
Okay.
Just need to get something out to Nancy.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. then, have you thought about, are we gonna go in your vehicle or take BART, or
I don't know. I haven't thought
we'll work
about
that
that.
out? Okay.
We can all get there.
On our own.
Yeah, we can just go on our own.
Maybe we'll meet
You
there.
won't want to go back to work, whereas,
Well, just so that in terms of reimbursement, we don't have to worry about it. If you want
where's
to-
Cisco located in San Francisco?
I don't even have the address yet.
So that would be a
I'll
factor.
find
Yeah,
out.
we can drive there on our own,
I'll find out.
or
Yeah.
ride with you. You got space, right?
We'll see.
In the back of the truck.
We'll see.
Okay.
It's a definite maybe.
Yeah. Anything else, Superintendent? Are we okay?
I think we're okay. Those are the big ticket items I needed.
Thank you. Okay, we go to, we're gonna go to item C, the expulsion, and then, we'll have, reports from the board, and then the superintendent asks that we include, closing comments for him, and that's a new item that we're doing on the agenda. So, we have expulsion case, it's, new business C, impulsion case, number E 15-19. We need a motion and a second.
I move acceptance.
Okay, Member Crocker moves, we need a second.
I'll second.
Member Nguyen seconds. Please vote. Member Preciado? Okay, excellent, thank you. Okay, motion passes, 4 ayes. Member Thomas absent, and Member Thomas was not part of our discussion during closed session on this item. Okay. Committee reports, announcements. Member Preciado, let's start with you, if you don't mind.
Sure. So I just wanted to mention for the city liaison committee, I know it was on hold because we wanted to work out some of the or start the conversations regarding how we can work with the city on being able to potentially obtain the land for where a proposed school would go, and then also figuring out with the civic center and then whether or not it was cost effective, and it's kind of some of those discussions. So I think now that superintendent is having conversations with the city, maybe we can think about bringing that committee back and then having a meeting to kind of flesh out some of those issues.
Would you tell me the name of the committee?
The city liaison committee,
Thank you.
and the members were Member Crocker and myself. From our end and from the city,
I'm sorry, the lead person from the city, I think is probably Becker.
John
Yep.
Becker.
John Becker.
Okay.
City
Thank you.
manager. Okay, thank you. Member Crocker?
I had a chance to go to the CSBA leadership in Sacramento and had some really good sessions that were there. Talked about the responsibilities and the opportunities for board members. It was time well spent, and I think when Nancy comes back, I think we can perhaps at our meeting, we can bring some of the things up that we had there. They had a lot of really good speakers, and I had a chance to see my son, so that was good too. So it was a good time.
Excellent. Member Nguyen?
Keep it very short. It's great to be back.
And ditto, it's great to be back, and I didn't get a chance to go to the CSBA. I will probably at the next board meeting bring up, because I do intend to make a conference, and I want to bring it up to the board to, I'm just going to be asking that, like you guys were, we just pay for the conference itself and there'll be no other costs. We have a couple of items. The opening of school is coming up. What day is that, Superintendent?
Our all-employee meeting will be, and I'll send you all an invitation on Outlook. It will be on May 22nd.
I mean, August.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Gosh. I'm a little behind. August 22nd. It'll be at Newark Memorial High School. I don't have the final location. I'm waiting for the roofing to be cleared. But we'll probably start around 7:30 with some kind of continental breakfast, and the program will start at 8:30. We'll be done promptly at 9:30.
So it'd be nice if the board can can let the superintendent know if
If you're able to
it'd
attend.
be nice if we can all attend. You're talking about 9 a.m.,
7:30.
7:30,
The program will start at 8:30.
8:30.
I believe, is that what we had framed, or was it 8?
Which day are we talking, the 8th?
On,
No, the 22nd for
22nd.
the opening school.
Breakfast is 7:30 to 8:30, program starts at 8:30.
right,
Okay, great.
will not go over an hour.
And then the next item would be next week, the management retreat. How do you want the board to support you with the?
I'd like any members that want to come and help me do a welcome. I just need about 30 minutes of your time just to help do a welcome and direction with the district leadership. And I will send you an appointment, and you can either confirm or decline, and I'll know if you can attend.
Is that on the 15th?
It's going to be on the 8th, which is the second day.
Okay.
8th and the 9th. The 8th is
Just a brief welcome on the
brief
8th.
welcome and breakfast, and then on the 9th it's until noon.
Fine.
Okay, so the time is.
But I'd like you to be there for, on the 8th, just to help me do a welcome together for about 30 minutes.
What
And
time
I'll
is
send
that?
you,
That's Monday.
Starting at 9?
You can come at
Dr.
7:30
Hilbert.
for breakfast, or you can come at 8:30. Program will start then.
8:30 to 9,
Okay. So
or
unfortunately.
sooner, but that's when I'd like to start.
So unfortunately, I can't make that session because that's our staff collaboration for the day. Is it appropriate for me to drop by after my session towards the
Yes.
afternoon? and
Just let me know.
Monday.
or two.
Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So to go back, on the 8th, you want us there at 7:30 for breakfast?
Yes.
And it's just for the introduction.
The introduction, yes,
And then on the 9th, we are welcome to stay until lunch.
through lunch.
Is there a particular?
And it starts at 7:30 again.
Go ahead.
And it's at Aloni?
Yeah, Loney, just like last year.
Well, we can send you the agenda. We've got a draft
Yeah.
agenda.
Right.
And the 22nd, that is,
Going to be
High school.
starting at Newark Memorial Commons.
so that's for all the staff.
Calling it a staff meeting.
Yeah, back to school.
Is there a particular theme we should be aware of this year? So
Pardon me?
Is there a particular theme we ought to be aware of this year?
Yes.
Yes.
Our theme is equity and opportunity.
Well, no,
for
the
all.
other theme.
Is there going to be a flash dance or?
We are not going to disclose that at this time. It will be fun. There'll be something fun, so.
So we expect nothing less than what the choir gave us at the meeting.
Gotcha.
I will be able to make it.
Anyone else?
I can
You can't make it
for the 8th.
for the 8th and the
I may be able to make the
22nd?
Okay.
Excellent.
Just let me know.
Nothing. Probably Nancy will be able to make it, I would imagine.
Usually, yeah.
Okay, anything else? Okay, now we go back to the superintendent for concluding comments.
Thank you, President Rodriguez, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen. I want to just a reminder to all board members, I've already got some homework in with the board survey. Thank you, Member Preciado. He's got some of his homework turned in for when I'm speaking about the individual board survey and that you fill out, and then the individual questionnaire. So just a reminder, please get those to me. We'll use that to begin planning the retreat. I also would like to request that 2 board members would volunteer to help me with finalist interviews of the executive assistant to the board and the superintendent.
Okay.
And if you're interested, let me know, and if we have more than 2, then I'll ask for help. But I just need 2 people to help with that. And
Yeah,
that'd be-
just let us know the time and all that stuff.
yeah, well, we haven't set interviews yet, but I'm doing this in advance to see who's interested, and then we'll work around your calendars.
Okay.
Okay? I spent a couple days at the high school, and I have pictures on my phone of what used to be they call it the rocket room, or used to be like a marine biology star lab.
Mast.
Goes by many names.
Right.
But it's a space of about 4,000 square feet. Although nothing's going on at a level that I would like to see yet, I think it's a great potential to begin to develop something with our larger partners. So I just want you to know that's on my radar. I have a meeting coming up with the president of Ohlone Community College. I'm learning about some partnerships we have with Google and other Silicon Valley type of agencies. I'll be getting Larry Simon involved. At some point, I'd like to have a meeting down the road in that room to say, here's a blank slate. What can we bring to this community that is innovative, that's maybe around STEM, instruction, and how can we partner with people. And I'd like to see it be exciting for elementary, middle, and high school kids to become a focal point of the identity of the high school and largely the identity of our district. So just know that's on my radar. There is 2 fish left there. I saw them, and I know that tremendous opportunity, and I think that getting that revitalized, I think will send the right message to the community. But that's something that I've asked Principal Huerta to work with me closely on to get something besides, homework help and, some after-school clubs and a few meetings. I'd like to really get that to be a focal point again. So just something that's on my radar. And I think the last thing I want to close with in my comments is I want to personally thank Brian Richards. He's done a great job of just stepping in, helping with the agenda, and in the absence of having the position hired for my assistant and your assistant, Brian's been the red phone that we pick up to call, and he's always handled it with grace, and I just want to seriously thank you for helping me. And I know President Rodriguez appreciates it, and the board could speak for themselves, but you've done a really tremendous job, and I know it's on top of everything else you're doing, so thank you. That's it.
Anything else from the board?
Can we comment on the superintendent's comment, or is that
No, sure.
fair game? Okay. So when we're looking at the common space, the Mass whatever center,
Star Lab.
Star Lab, thank
Right.
you. I know there was a pending project that was in the works for the past couple of years on revamping our science wing or science building in
Right.
general and bringing that up to par with STEM and whatnot. So when we move forward, kind of keep that in mind as far as the work that's been put into that effort thus far,
Right.
and then how that can fold into the overall picture of science and STEM. Because I know the science department at that school has been waiting for
Right.
a while.
And I agree, and I should have mentioned that I am aware of those plans. I know that some of the plans that I've been made aware of are pretty cost intensive, but I think that if we can partner with some agencies, we can, and you're talking to a former science teacher myself, I really think that making science and math applied, it could be really exciting. But thank you for the reminder, and I'll make sure that they're at the table as well.
Okay.
And really, I want the entire high school to be involved in the process. And I've been encouraging and working with Principal Huerta to begin planning and crafting a full staff retreat. And hopefully in the process of the coming months, they can come together as a team. That's really where I'm pushing them to really work with collaborative processes to make sure that it's not my vision, it's the vision of the school and the community. So, but those are part of the conversation too. So thank you for the reminder.
We're excited, Superintendent Sanchez, the team you're building, and we're really looking forward to this year. And you have 2 board members who spend a lot of time at the high school, and that you can pick their brains, and
Yes.
I'm sure they have a lot to share. So, anything else? Okay, it's 7:50.
Yep.
Okay, meeting adjourned.